Jago Homes is proud to sponsor this video tribute honoring Don Penn Moore III as a 2023 Owensboro Business Hall of Fame laureate. Donovan Don Penn Moore III was born May 25, 1961 at Our Lady of Mercy Hospital in Owensboro, Kentucky, to his parents Don and Carol Whitledge Moore. Don grew up in Maceo, Kentucky, where he went to Maceo Elementary School. He would move on to attend Davis County Middle School and Davis County High School. Family was important to Don growing up, as he spent time with his older sister Cynthia and his two brothers, David and John. Sports played a big role in his early days. In 1979, he was named to the first-team All-City football team, first-team All-District football team, and honorable mention All-State football team. He was the City-County 110 high hurdle champion. Don carried his passion for staying active well beyond his high school days. He kept record from 1989 through 2022, racking up an amazing 23,000 miles of running and over 53,000 miles of bike riding. Sports created a discipline and purpose that he would carry over to his work life. As a boy, Don worked on the family farms where he raised tobacco, hay, cattle, and row-cropped over 500 acres. When he wasn't working on the farm, he was washing cars at the dealership and putting on new roofs for family, friends, and for the growing number of dealerships. Let's take a look back at how these dealerships came to be. In August 1919, four brothers, Percy, Kelly, Freeman, and Harry Short, decided to venture into the newly developing automobile industry and formed Short Brothers Motor Company. That same month, they closed on a piece of property located on Allen Street in downtown Owensboro. In January 1920, they signed a contract with Chevrolet Motor Company to sell Chevrolet vehicles. Sales volume for that year was $17,880, with 24 new vehicles sold, including the first enclosed automobile in western Kentucky. It was sold to Carl Gregory, the minister at Settle Memorial United Methodist Church. By 1934, the volume had risen to 306 new and 438 used vehicles, totaling $344,781 in sales. Around this time, Percy Short's son, Don P. Moore Sr., joined the group. And in 1961, Don Moore Sr. became president of the company after his father, Percy Short, passed away. Don Moore Jr. entered the business after receiving his degree at the University of Kentucky in 1958 and became president of the company after Don Moore Sr. died of cancer in 1969. In January of 1970, the Lucille Ball Show was the #1 show in the nation, and it was during this show that Don Moore Jr. made his 10-second prime-time television debut for the local market. At Don Moore Chevrolet, we have the hottest deals around. Come on down and help cool us off. After the success of this commercial, television marketing became a staple moving forward. On a hot day in May of 1982, fresh from graduating from the University of Kentucky, Don Moore III joined the firm. In July of 1983, Don Moore Jr. decided to work full-time in the farming industry, and Don Moore III was made general manager of the dealership. In 1986, in an effort to turn a 23-second commercial into a 30-second commercial,
"It's hot, Don!"
and "You Can Say That Again" was added to a sizzling summer savings commercial, and "It's Hot, Don" became a regional saying.
Don Moore Chevrolet, the Tri-State's hot spot to stop and shop. Say that 3 times really fast.
It's hot, Don!
Or you could say that again.
It's hot, Don!
It's sizzling summer savings days at the Don Moore Auto Mall, and with deals this hot, you have to do all you can to keep cool.
It's hot, Don!
You can say that again.
It's hot, Don!
Later,
It's hot, Don!
it was highlighted nationally as the most recognized regional tagline of any commercial in the nation in the history of TOMA studies. According to their study, for every 100 people surveyed in the Evansville-Owensboro area, 98 of them responded,
It's hot, Don!
when asked to name a local saying. Since 1983, Don and his two brothers, David and John Moore, have run the company and expanded it immensely. From 1987 through 2017, growth continued for the Don Moore Automotive Group across Owensboro and beyond. Additions included Mitsubishi at the downtown location, a new location on Frederica Street, a Riverview relocation, and the Auto Mall was established. In June of 1996, the Don Moore Automotive Group purchased Feldhaus Oldsmobile Honda. Honda relocated to the Auto Mall location, and Oldsmobile moved downtown. In 2000, the Don Moore Automotive Group purchased Thompson Ford Mercury Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Hartford, Kentucky, and David Moore became the dealer and operating partner. In 2006, the Don Moore Automotive Group was offered Hyundai in Owensboro, Kentucky as the new franchised automobile dealership. In 2011, the Don Moore Automotive Group purchased Roberts Buick GMC in Owensboro, Kentucky, and added it to the new Don Moore Chevrolet Cadillac facility located at Villa Point. In 2017, John Moore became the president and general manager of the Don Moore Automotive Group. Don has been married to Marla Moore for nearly 41 years. They have 2 children, Donovan P. Moore IV of Dallas, Texas, and Ashley Lowenfield, who is married to Ronnie Lowenfield, a car dealer in El Paso, Texas. Don and Marla have 5 grandchildren, Paxton, Elias, Clay, Knox, and Penelope. Today, Don Moore III is a partner with his family in 6 dealerships and 12 franchises. The Moore Automotive Group is a 5-generation family business that has grown from $17,880 in annual sales to over $215 million in annual sales. The group of dealerships currently sells over 2,200 new vehicles annually and over 3,000 used vehicles. Over 20,000 people will come to the Moore Automotive Group annually for service parts and sales, and they are serviced by the 300 dedicated Don Moore employees. The list of accomplishments over the years is staggering, and the contributions to the community have been a focal point of the Don Moore legacy. Selling cars and giving service to people is important to Don, but his relationships with employees and customers remain his most cherished accomplishment. Don Moore III, the best in business, inspiring the next in business.